Ready?
Ready.
All right, well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Appreciate, hang on, I'll start that again. Try it one more time. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We woke up. KJ, our name was in the obituary. Right, so everything's good?
Yeah.
All right, so let's be proud. We're happy to be here. Appreciate everybody taking time in today. We got a busy morning. A couple things that I want to touch on just real quick. So everybody know that my truck got stolen. I've been to the court, well, I've been subpoenaed about, it feels like about 50 times. I've actually shown up twice. I went last Tuesday. All three of the, my words are scumbags, but society calls them people that are challenged and want to take other people's stuff because they don't want to do their own thing. So I call them scumbags. Anyways, all three of them pleaded guilty. All three of them are going to be sentenced. One is going to be next Tuesday. The other three are going to be a couple weeks after that. When I was there on Tuesday, the girl, what the hell was her name? Brenda Younger was her name. 11 victims were there. 11 of us were sitting in the stand. We didn't even realize it. And then I'm looking over and I see one guy go like, "Hey, I recognize that girl." And that's it. And I'm like, that guy says, "Is that Brent?" "Yeah, dude." 11 people that they caused. They went on a like a week rampage. 11 people got their vehicle stolen. One guy got his truck stolen. They spray painted it with spray cans. So anyways, I could do a victim impact speech next Tuesday, but I think I'm going to choose not to.
Did you find the truck?
Yeah. Pardon?
Did you find the truck?
Oh yeah, we got the truck back. Yep,
Oh, yeah.
yep. Still dealing with insurance over a lot of it.
Well,
But we're close. We're close.
Yeah.
We're getting close. Now, anywhere I go, I'm afraid to death of getting assaulted. Okay. So I've got the bar, and then what I've been doing, I've been taking the steering wheel out. The cops recommend taking the front seats out when I go inside somewhere to stop the people because we don't want to have justice. So it's easier if I do it instead of having to hold them accountable. You know, it's funny because when we were talking to all the guys and the DA was out there, and I'm like, couldn't we have just hung them when we caught them the first time in my truck and been done with all this? They're all looking at me like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So we're gone. We are. Looks like we're moving forward. So what am I doing? I haven't done this in a while. All right, the numbers. Now, does everybody have the numbers in front of you? Follow me quickly because I did all the percentages. I did the percentages a month ago, from 1 month ago. And here we are. Active listings. We have 275 more active listings now than we did a month ago. That's up 5%. Single family homes. We have 247 more homes on the market than we did a month ago. That's 7% increase. Condominiums, we have 41 condominium townhomes. That's up 3%. Manufactured homes, we're down 13%. That's minus 1%. Under contract, we are down 69 homes in the last 30 days from a month ago. That's down 2%. And a month ago, we had 755 closings. Today, in the last 7 days, I should say, we had 698. That's down 57, and that's down about 8%. So guys, the market is still doing very, very well. Medium price is $439,999. A month ago, it was $39,700. So a couple hundred dollars more than that. So things are still, the market's still going well, you guys. If you are pricing your home correctly, it is selling. And I think I told you guys this. I listed her home. I sold it to her probably 15 years ago, maybe. Put it on the market on Friday with one photo because the guy was going out on Saturday. Monday, we loaded all the new photos up. Tuesday and Wednesday, we sold it Wednesday night. We had 7 offers. And the one guy they sent over, the first guy that sent over an offer, wanted $10,000 in closing costs, about $380,000. I said, we are not accepting closing costs. Can you change that? Nope, they need closing cost. Next. Guys, we got to treat this like a business. We got to make sure we treat this like a business. One thing before I bring up our next guest. So, I got a call yesterday morning. Mackenzie's not in here. I walked in at 8 o'clock. She says, we have an issue. A guy from Michigan is called, screaming and ranting and raving about one of our agents. I'm like, wow, what could have happened? It's over a rental. He tried to call her. They kind of mixed words with each other. He told her this. She said that. And then the cardinal mistake that she did, what's going to cause her to get a complaint and fined, she told him off in writing.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, listen, first off, because we're being videotaped, and this is Jeff, never get involved with that kind of shit. If they're giving you grief, guys, just hang up on them, okay? If you do decide you want to tell them how the cow ate the cabbage, never put it in writing, okay? I'm like, you put it in writing. Call him everything but late for dinner. Don't put it in writing. Because now, I should play, but I'm not gonna. Call from the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday. He called 9 times.
7 calls in 5 minutes.
He said he is gonna move heaven and earth to get this girl fired. Talk to the division, talk to LVR, talk to everybody he can. I'm getting her fired today, he said. Okay. And the best thing about it, you guys, this agent would not say shit if she had a mouthful of it. One of the sweetest ladies you ever know. And I'm like, she's got a lot of things going on, and she got caught up in it instead of just going, click and hanging up on it. She put the cardinal rule, put it in writing. All right, on that one. Another thing that I'm starting to see, we are not putting stuff in writing. So here's the long and the short of it. Outside agent, different company, we'll call her Susie. One of our agents, Mary. Susie contacts our agent, Mary, and says, I'm getting zero support at my brokerage. I've got in the middle of a transaction and I need help. I'll pay you 20%. It's in text, it's in here, it's in here. Our agent helps her for 1 month to get the deal done. Oh, well, I probably shouldn't say that, right, because you might know who it is. Getting ready to close. What do you think the other agent did? Susie. Tell you what I'm going to do. I like your smile. I'm going to give you $500. But wait a minute. We had an agreement that you were going to pay me 20%. Was it in writing? Well, we were going to get around to it at some point. Here, I'll send it over now. What do you think she did? I'm not signing anything. Then she says, this other agent, says, I talked to the LVR attorney, and the LVR attorney says I'm 100% right. Who has ever spoken to an attorney? Do they ever say words like that? Has anybody ever tried to contact the LVR attorney? First off, you call them. Hey, this is Jeff, Attorney Bob, and leave your number. We'll get back to you sometime in the future. Okay? And then when you do talk to them, hey, I got an issue. What do you think? Well, it's a funny story. My dad told me a long time ago about it. They never admit or say anything. So I told the agent right away, that's a lie, because I know a damn attorney does not say every freaking word. Our own attorney, Alex, when you ask him a question, same thing. Well, funny story. So my point to all this is, get it in writing ASAP. Hey, I need your help with the contract. I'll give you 20%. Ah, that's beautiful. Here. Sign right there. Then we give them the help. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid. Also, one last thing that we're going to get to our guest. I have a little birdie from LVR. Talked to us yesterday. LVR has come up with a buyer's brokerage agreement. Okay? Now, we've taught two classes. On the old one, that's 3 pages. Okay? LVR and their wisdom, 5 pages. Okay, they must have had a string of attorneys work on it. And I just breezed through real quick, and I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So it's supposed to be coming out soon. Also, for whatever it's worth, Realty One Group and who was the other group, other office? God damn it, was it Signature? Anyways, Realty One Group and another company were not at the table to discuss it. They left us out of the deal. So 5 pages, more convoluted than I've ever seen, more attorney stuff in it than you've ever seen. Good luck when it comes out. Drives me crazy. All right. Let's bring it back. On that note, you guys got to pump it up. All right, give you guys a big hand. Come on in, everybody. So, Justin is, come on, everybody, introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
I recognize a lot of you, but if we haven't had the pleasure to meet, my name is Justin Taylor. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Learning with ROC Title.
I'm Kathleen Lamar, Senior Escrow Officer, Branch Manager, Southwest Office. We're here, we did relocate, but we're still up and running, and want you to still give us your business, let you know that if your clients need to sign here in your office, notary fee is waived. We also have 30% discount if you open a prelim with us and put certain verbiage on the MLS with your listing. Both buyer seller will get a 30% discount on their escrow fee.
And we will have an office, if you haven't noticed, towards the front within Realty One Group. So I'm going to introduce Heather in just a second, but Kathleen and other escrow officers will be working out of there periodically. And of course, Heather, our new sales executive for Northwest, I'm super excited to announce. A lot of you have known Tim for many, many years. He is still with the organization. He moved to Southwest, or Realty One Group Southwest. If you didn't see, Felicia went back to selling new homes. And her hubby retired, and they want to go out to Mesquite and all that good stuff. So we wished her very, very well if some of you were able to make that. But I'm super excited to have Heather with us. She has 22 years as a loan officer, right, in the lending. She's also an agent with Realty One Group, so she knows the tools very well. And do you want to say a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. You're going to see my face a lot more. Hopefully you guys get used to it. Yeah, I've been in lending for the majority of my adult life. My goal was to retire from lending at 50. That was last week. So this opportunity came around, and I also got my real estate license a year ago. So I kind of understand your side of it and then the lending side. So all this knowledge I have, I'm just ready to kind of repurpose it and share with you guys. I love teaching classes, so I'm going to be here for you to kind of help you get brainstorm or any marketing ideas you have. Let's kind of talk about that. I don't even have my computer yet. That's happening today, so I have a little training the next couple days
Literally
to get
first
through.
day.
So it's my first day, but hopefully, you're going to start seeing my face, and I want to get to know you guys. So please get to know me too, because I'm not great with names. So.
Baptism by fire is what we do.
Exactly. That's our culture.
Yes.
Like she said, today's her first day, so we're gonna get her laptop, everything set up. Business cards are en route, but this week, so she'll get her feet wet and everything ready to go, and then next week she'll be guns a-blazing, ready to meet with you guys and
Good.
just dive deeper into this office.
She's going to spend a lot more time in the office as much as she possibly can,
Yes.
but she'll be right. She'll be in the bullpen. Like I said, she'll have everything set up in the next couple days. But use her for her knowledge and the tools and the technology. That's the beauty about it. We have so many tools and so much technology. I don't even know it, understand it. They are the ones who know it and understand it. So we want you guys to make sure you're using her. Let's have some fun. Let's give them some transactions. If you can't put in the verbiage about using the ROC Title, you can't say we recommend, seller wants, none of that. But they do have verbiage if you want to put in your listing on who and how to use it. Okay. At the end of the day, we want to always put that in there, but it's always the buyer's choice as well. So just be careful.
For sure, definitely. And again, we appreciate you guys so much. And if you haven't had the chance to use Kathleen, please consider writing her in on your next deal. Incredible escrow officer, tons of knowledge. Seriously, tons of knowledge. So leverage her. Leverage her brain.
Absolutely. I have Kathleen's help, not on myself, but several of the agents out. That we had a crazy transaction from another title company, and Kathleen was there on the spot. She provided us, just tons and tons of information, helped us get in the right direction, even though it wasn't our escrow, but she was right there to help out, so it really made a big difference. And so the agent see that, so it was really, really good, so very, very knowledgeable.
Cool. We're excited to work more with you guys, and cheers to a great last half of the year.
Yes, absolutely, don't even say that.
Power it up.
Yes, yep, good job, thank you guys, give them a big hand, everybody. All right. Let's bring up Nora, give her a big hand, everybody. Good morning, good morning.
Wearing new uniforms, like, okay, so you guys, this happened again this week. Got a call from an agent and the broker, hey, really need your help. This guy, Bruce, closed last month and his AC went out and he panicked and he called somebody and here's the $3,000 invoice, can you reimburse him?
Yeah, sure.
He had Shield Complete. He had our best plan. So the moral of this story is so much, you guys know more than anybody, there's so many things going on during a transaction. And then when it closes, there's even more for that new homeowner going on. It's so crucial that you or me, somebody, we try to do a welcome call, but we don't do the welcome call for almost 3 weeks after they close because we have to wait till we get the money from escrow. That's how we know it's been recorded. And so, and they may not answer our call, right? Because they're busy, they see an 844 and 800 number and they think it's, you know, a telemarketer. But we're really calling, we do call to give them a welcome call, but if you could do a 7, a 30, a 60, a 90-day reach out, hey, how's it going? Just a reminder, you have a home warranty. Here's the rep's number. If you need anything, if you need to place a claim, please give her a call. She'll help you walk through it. 1 in 4 of our claims are placed within the first 60 days.
Wow.
1 in 4. Do you know how many claims are placed with your homeowner's insurance? Not even 1% in the year.
I was gonna say.
It's not even 1%. So people that have a home warranty will utilize it, but we gotta remind them that they have it. Sometimes, especially if it's a seller concession, it's out of sight, out of mind, right? They don't see it. You may have told them about it, but anyway, it's a really hard conversation, and there isn't anything I can do to reimburse the $3,000. But this guy didn't even give us a call to try to make an appointment. Sometimes if they try and they made an appointment, maybe we couldn't get out there in time, we could work with them on that invoice after closing, you know, after it's been repaired, but we never got a shot. Does that make sense? Do you guys hear me? So please, whatever you need from me, if you need collateral, whatever it is, but you gotta keep reminding those people that do get a home warranty that they have one, they don't understand how to use it. You know, I'm more than happy to speak with them.
You know, the thing that I always find funny, because I've had this happen to a couple of agents, the wash machine went out and they called the agent. Hey, my wash machine went out. Okay, well, thanks for the information.
Yeah.
By the way, I had a flat tire the other day too.
Did you call your home
What the?
warranty?
Why are you calling me? What, am I gonna run out and fix the wash machine?
No.
You guys, you gotta make sure you understand. We have got to get back, I don't know if we ever had it, but we gotta get to it. Treat us like a business. So, and I don't mean to rain and parade, but I just thought about this.
Yes.
The same agent that had the issue with the guy in Michigan also texted me and said it's been a rough few months, I had a buyer, I showed him 25 houses, took him to lunch, took him to dinner, and they decided not to buy a house. So let me ask you, when was the last time your doctor took you to lunch? Oh, never? I almost had open heart surgery probably 5 years ago, almost $200,000. The guy didn't even buy me a barbecue. Okay? Why are we taking our clients to lunch? Here's what I'm going to do with you, Mr. Buyer. I'm going to show you 3 houses today. I have an appointment at 2 o'clock. Let's go see these 3 houses and let me know which one you want to buy. Well, I want to look at 77 more, not with me or not. You guys, we have got to start treating us like a business. They're not going to buy a house. By the way, back to Nora.
Yeah. It was like, where's he going?
Stop having your clients call you when something goes bad.
You have a local rep.
That's right. We
at
call
a
her rep.
nationally, like, huge, like, publicly traded company. We have commercials all over the place. To be able to say that you have a direct contact with American Home Shield that lives here locally, it really does elevate your credibility.
Yes.
So leverage that. Leverage me. I mean, let me take it off of your plate. I am here so that you can go do you. Sell homes. Let me handle the home warranty. You don't have to do everything. I mean,
Instead of buying them a barbecue, taking them to dinner, taking them to lunch, getting their hair cut, walking their dog, watering their yard, provide them a home warranty, which is the best risk reduction you can ever do. Any listing I've ever taken, there's a home warranty to make sure they get a home
asked your
warranty.
corporate attorney.
Yeah.
I asked Alex. I
Yeah.
said, how much of your litigation would have been minimized had there been a home warranty? And then he said, let me tell you a story.
Yeah, I used to have a gas station back in the 70s, and it was 30
But
cents
you
a
guys,
gallon.
I talk to my lender friends all the time, and I always say, hey, if you get into a position where you have seller concessions and you have like $500 left, don't put it to principal reduction. What's $500? What is $500 going to do to principal reduction? Nothing.
Yeah.
But you know what a $500 warranty will do? Will give them some peace of mind for at least their major systems. So yeah, and same with escrow. You know, if you get into that situation where, hey, buyer's short close to funds, don't cancel the home warranty. Who needs that more than that person? Let me know. Call me. I'll take it outside of escrow. We'll put them on monthly payments because that is an option. It ends up being like $50, $60 a month, out of sight, out of mind.
That's like 2 cups of Starbucks coffee, isn't it?
At
Something
least.
like
All
that?
right, that's all I got
Yeah,
today.
thank you. Good
Thanks,
job.
guys.
Good job. So you guys know that, you guys know I'm blunt, truthful, whatever you want to call it. Because you guys, I always tell you the nonsense I see going on in our business. We have got to stop treating this like it's just some laissez-faire, we're having fun with it. We got to treat it like a business. And you guys always hear me go back to treat it like a doctor, or attorney, or anything like that, man. They don't mess around. And I know it's tough, and I know the ladies. There's no crying in real estate. Crying isn't going to change a bit of it, right? If your doctor, or you're sitting in front of your doctor, and he says, hey, Jeff, by the way, you have cancer. I don't know why. Are you going to have faith and trust in this guy or gal? No. Treat it like a business. All right, speaking of businesses, let's bring up Barry. The road is yours. Give him a big hand. Barry is not only is he running for the U.S. Senate, but he's also a realtor, commercial realtor, and a developer.
That's a great picture of me. That was pre-COVID. This is post-COVID. Okay. I like coming here because he's so enthusiastic and he just tells you the way it is. So a little bit about me. I grew up on a ranch in Wyoming. I put myself through college. I came here in 2000. I got my real estate license and I sucked at it. So you guys do something that I can't do. But I got into the mortgage lending business and I'm really good at numbers, right? I went and got a MBA from Pepperdine's. It's a Presidents and Key Executives MBA, so it's an international MBA. And then I came back and now I run a portfolio of about $400 million in real estate assets and commercial construction, okay? I got into this in 2022 because I was angry about the water situation out at Lake Mead, and it's complex. But, and I knew I was just trying to get somebody raise my hand and go, hey, can you solve that problem out there? Apparently I was so conservative that after that election, and I knew I was gonna lose, trust me, I wasn't thinking I was gonna win. I had everybody in the Republican Party, and that's a euphemism, saying, dude, you're conservative. You need to run again in 2024. So it was a little bit of prodding, but I threw my hat in the ring, and so now there's 15 of us signed up for the US Senate, 12 of us seriously, 9 of us really seriously, and I'm part of the 9. I know that the media pushes 2 guys out in front of me, and I can tell you because I go to every single Republican meeting there is on the face of the planet in this state. Nobody likes them. They're the least Nevadan kind of candidates that we have, and that's Sam Brown and Jeff Gunter. Both of them came here in 2018. They know nothing about this state. They didn't live with you. They didn't cry with you. They haven't gone through the highs, and they haven't gone through the lows with you. That's why you get statements like, oh, we're going to go and put fuel rods back in Yucca Mountain and store them. We don't need that type of stuff. But to play off Jeff's theme here, treat everything like a business, you got to start treating government like a business, right? So I'm a numbers guy. What do you do when somebody in your family goes out of control in spending? You cut them off, right? Now's the time to get a balanced budget. And I was at Dave's house the other night and I was talking about this. Congress is never going to rein in its spending. You have to force them to do it. So what we need to do is we need to take whatever budget they have, which is $5 trillion in revenue, and you need to bifurcate it. And it doesn't have to be 50% and 50%. It can be like 65% and 35%. But within the majority of that budget that you're going to bifurcate is the bare bones functioning government. And you fund that every single year so you don't have to get into the continuing resolutions where they keep putting it on the credit card and running out trillions of dollars for you. The remaining part of the budget is like a fluff budget, right? It's stuff that maybe you could fund, maybe you couldn't fund, and that's the only thing you argue over. So I present ideas like this to take to Congress to go, if we don't rein in spending, if we don't rein in what's going in on the credit card, you're never going to get inflation down. And what's inflation affecting? Your groceries at 35% more, right? Your fuel at 50% more in some places. Fees, right? You guys are in the real estate industry. Have you seen fees go up? Have you seen the escrow fees or title fees or any other fees go up?
So until we start paying $416 million off it.
Yeah.
At $100 million a year.
I'm still in your business on a very big commercial way, right? And I do deals out in California, and all of a sudden I'm getting my appraisals have gone skyrocket. They went from $5 grand to 10 grand, right? I'm not knocking the appraiser, but they got to come in and make some money too. But I feel it also. So to get inflation down, right, you have to stop the government from spending. And this isn't a Republican-Democrat thing. If there are Democrats in here, I'm not talking partisan now. I'm talking about what we need to do to make our lives better again. You were great in 2019. Everybody was great, right? Interest rates were low. Everything was in line. Your pocketbook got you here, there, and everywhere. And then we changed administrations, and they threw a whole bunch of money into the system, and everything went wonky on you, right? When you don't understand the way the market works, which I hate to say Joe Biden doesn't understand the way the market works, this is what we're reaping the benefit of, if you want to call it that. We're being punished. You as tax-paying citizens, you did everything right. Now you're being punished because we elected people into government who didn't understand what the economy does when it gets overblown with too much cash in it. The next thing I want to talk about is development in the Las Vegas Valley. You're going to get 1 million more people in this valley in the next 10 years. And this goes back to water. We're down to 37%, and I heard it's even 28%, they don't want to tell you the real numbers, out at Hoover Dam. If it goes down to Deadpool, which I think it's about 70 feet away from, you heard this? Yeah. The turbines that create electricity in the dam stop working. Towns like Mesquite lose 25% of their electrical load factor. They can't run their town on that. So what happens? Scarcity, prices are going to go up. It's going to happen here too. I'm just using them as the excuse. The western grid that runs from Mexico all the way up and peaks into Canada a bit and then comes back into Washington a little bit, that's going to have to make up the load factor on that. But what have they been doing for the last 4 years? They've been shutting down coal plants, they've been shutting down gas plants, and they're hoping that your little solar panels and what I call the chicken fire down south, have you seen that thing lit up when it actually works, is going to replace that. Well, the wind doesn't blow all the time, and as far as I know, the moon comes out for about 12 hours. You're going to face, if we lose electricity out at that dam, you're going to face higher energy prices. My plan to combat that is you cut California off from all the water, and you desalinate out of the Sea of Cortez. Yeah, too early.
So that was
not enough and too early. In the lower Colorado, California takes the biggest share of water from any of the other states. Arizona's already screwed, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut them off completely, and we're going to desalinate out of the Sea of Cortez, which is only about a 40-mile jaunt to the Imperial Valley where it all dumped into. We'll replace it all, right? Remember Alaska, that pipe up there? We take that technology, we just dump the water up there, California will be fine. We fill up Hoover Dam, we fill up Glen Canyon Dam, we put it up to 80%, right? We'll never lose our electricity. In fact, what it'll do, has anybody been selling up in North Las Vegas? You know, Apex is being developed up there and everything. It'll push the water back up into the Overton Arm, which is higher than North Las Vegas and Apex. All you gotta do is poke a straw in it, and you're gonna water that whole area up there. It's smart. this government throws so much money away at non-government entities and watching Apple Browns or God knows whatever kind of social issues that they have today, that we can go waste a few $1 million down putting in desalination plants so we can finally live a decent life, right? That's all I'm going to talk about you today. I'm running for the U.S. Senate. You can get me at nvsenateseat.com. Look me up. I made it real easy, where most candidates will sit there and type out everything and you have to read it. I don't. It's all in video. 2-minute clips. Tells you what you want to hear. You want to know this about me, you want to know that about me, you just find the video, clip on it, and I'll tell you. I've done podcasts out to Yin Yang. I've been asked to a whole bunch of places. Sorry I'm late to this one. But I've done a whole bunch of debates. Some of my competitors don't even do debates. If you're not registered Republican, but you think you want to affect change, you can still register Republican and get in the primary. I hope you do, because I'm telling Republicans now, this is really the general election. You put the wrong guy up against Jackie Rosen, she's going to beat him hands down every single time. And I can name 5 of them that get smoked right off the bat. I don't think I'm one of them. She can't match me in economics. She can't match me in the way systems function. And I'm just more responsible about it. I'm like, I mean, the government right now is like having a bad girlfriend. She stole your credit card and she's running it up buying shoes. I'm over it, right? And you guys should be over it too. Let me give you something. I got a competitor who talks about gas prices. Everybody think they're too high? Everybody thinks that they need to be down around $2 a gallon, $1.89. He goes, drill baby drill, because he's telling you we're not pumping enough oil like we did in 2019 when we were paying $1.89 a gallon, right? We need to pump more oil. We need to drill more, right? That's a fallacy. In 2023, we pumped 1 million more barrels a day than we did in all of 2019. Why are you still paying $5 a gallon? Most of my competitors don't understand the difference between industry and market. Pumping oil is an industry thing. It gives you a quantity. Market is how much you sell it. Our oil companies sell to Western Europe before us because they pay a higher price. So they starve us from our own oil. Well, can't say it's ours because they bought it, right? Starve us from supplying oil to the United States. Therefore, you're still paying $5 a gallon. The solution is to get OPEC to turn on their spigots because they have it all stored there and go ahead and take away that market, because it's a market issue, right? As of yesterday, OPEC decided to cut back even more production. My guess is, well, gas prices are going to go up even more. It's not a drill baby drill. We pump enough. It's a market issue, and that's the difference. The way I think and the way all my competitors think. I look for solutions. I just don't do 20 minutes on Fox. I don't do what the Republican Party just tells me to do because it's convenient. I'm conservative. I'm in the Republican Party to make things better. That's why I think even independents will vote for me, and I think even some blue dog Democrats will come my way. So I'll beat Jackie Rosen. Food for thought. Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Who's got questions? Nothing? Everything's wonderful?
Great.
Not really questions, more of a statement. I don't pull back. They know how I feel about our government. Okay, Ronald Reagan said it best.
Yeah.
The scariest word you're ever going to see here is, I'm from the government, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Okay?
It is.
We did our taxes, and we pay a lot in taxes. It turns out I owed Ukraine $2,000 more this year.
Yeah.
So I had to pay Ukraine $2,000 more on my taxes this year. I haven't paid them enough.
I have a plank in my budget where, because we want to knock down inflation, right? And that's making more businesses exist horizontally. Where I'm going to propose, if you get me into the Congress, I'll find the congressional delegates from Nevada and say, for the next 5 years, any arm's length new business. I mean, you can't have a old business start a new business. This is mom and pop shop. For the first 5 years of existence, it doesn't pay any income tax, because you have to still file taxes. If you make a whole bunch of money, you get to keep it. But what it does to the economy by its mere existence, where it pays employment tax and things like that, and interacts with the economy, is more beneficial than the federal government getting any kind of income tax off that small business. And after 5 years, you're basically established and you go forward. So it's new thinking. It's a paradigm shift. Don't pay attention to when you hear the old buzzwords and buzz phrases come out. Throw them away. You're $34 trillion in debt. Anybody here think we're paying that off? Yeah.
Put the debt clock up, and everybody knows I've done it. I put the debt clock up here.
Yeah.
So I'll blow your mind.
Yeah, look me up. It's a different way of thinking, but I'm a business guy. I'm from where you guys work. I'm with the escrow people, I'm with the title people, I'm with the real estate people, I'm with the finance guys. I'm from your world. We look at it differently. We will look at numbers differently.
Okay, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything, I know I'm just a guest, okay? And I see you. But, Barry and Flo were at my house the other day, and we had a 2-hour conversation, and I need to tell you something. If you wanna hear specifics about the economy and what he stands for, just look into him, and look up his website. And I am still, my wife and I are still waiting for these commercials that come on that have no substance to say the same thing. I'm gonna stop inflation. I'm gonna get pharmacy prices lower. But they don't tell you how.
Yeah.
They throw out the same cans.
Well, the one that I like is, I'm gonna stop the cartels.
Yeah, what does that mean? I don't know. I fought China
Okay.
and won. What
Yeah,
does that mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why the other guys don't like this guy, because he
If to be specific about it, it does. It takes 2 hours, and I never have. And you guys, I don't want to bore you to death on that. That's why you
It
got
took 2
to.
hours.
You, yeah.
When you win, can you trim the BBA into 1 page?
Yeah.
If I win, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know you got my vote, but.
I like the 3-page one. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think we need to spend another time changing it, but it's 5 pages, so.
I like coming here. Last time I did this in 2022, I was on the floor because he was yelling at everybody.
Yes.
I spoke, and then he yelled at you for 25 minutes
Yes.
after that, and I'm like,
Yes.
I love this. I'm right
Yeah.
now.
So the thing for me, you guys, and this is Jeff, not Jeff the broker with Realty One, this is Jeff. Term limits, right away.
I signed the pledge.
You cannot be in Congress for 75 years. Okay, most of these people have never had a business and never employed anybody. When I had my businesses, I implored anybody, do me a favor, pay one person $20 an hour for a week, for 2 months. Every week come up with $1,500, whatever that is, and you'll get a better understanding of how it works. Second thing, no frickin' attorneys in Washington. Businessmen only. We need to run our government like a frickin' business. Doesn't have to be for profit, but we have to do it for a profit
I would
almost.
say good businessmen. I'm the only business guy in the field of nine.
Yeah,
that
no, I have no
serves.
idea what they're doing.
Yeah, they get up on stage and they're just like that drill baby drill comment. The guy never looked at the markets. Now they want to put in lithium mines up here. I'll give you a quick one on that. Thacker Pass is already gone. They're going
Yes.
into that, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not against mining. I love mining, precious metals or industrial mining, that sort of thing. Lithium's a different ballgame because what's lithium tied to? It's tied to EV batteries, right? The electric vehicle market's in decline, and it's going to stay that way, right? It's not coming back. This is my opinion. I don't think the electrical vehicle market's coming back. If that's not coming back, the battery market's not coming back. Why are you tearing apart your ground for an industry that may not pay for the lithium in the next 10 years? And I know, because where I'm from, I know those guys, those mine conglomerates, when they don't make money, they just pick up and leave. And we're all left with the hole in the ground and the tailing ponds and things like that. You gotta look at it as a horizon. 10 years from now, you're not gonna have EVs. You'll have them, but you're not gonna have them in the quantity that the government's pushing.
Well, you heard what California wants to do, and I know this is, we're not making a political deal. I just heard it. Gavin Newsom said, well, there's so many electric vehicles in California, they're proposing 30 cents a mile tax on everybody that drives a car. 30 cents a mile. Run the math. You guys are realtors, right? 500 miles a week, 200 miles a week? Do the numbers.
Can't do it.
Every week you're gonna be writing them a check.
Barry, you might want to comment about what those EV vehicles do up in the north when it's really cold.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows, right? They don't work.
Right.
I told him one quick story. The city of Joliet, Illinois, they're gonna, the 18-wheelers that they're doing, they're the trucks, right? I call them tugs now because they're not really 18-wheeler trucks, right? They had to do a study, Warner Trucking had to do a study. They had 15 trucks up there, gonna replace them with 50 tugs, right? So they had to do electrical study, submit it to the city of Joliet, Illinois to see what would happen at max capacity on the electrical grid to Joliet, Illinois, if they plugged them all in at once.
Yes.
Because that's the way you test, right? In development, that's the way you test. City came back to them and said, move your trucking company elsewhere, you'll blow the whole city up. Not blow it up, but blow it up.
Yeah.
So,
It'll take more power than the whole city.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's been pushed by ridiculous people. It's ridiculous that we have it shoved up our backsides the way it is. There's a place for it. but it's not the
Absolutely.
quantity that the market should decide, is really what it is. All right, I'll leave it.
Thanks, Barry. Give him a big hand. I really appreciate it. By the way, he is taking donations, I know that. So, guys, I didn't want to make it a political deal, but man, I tell you, our country's at stake right now. And if anybody likes to keep paying more, keep it up. We're doing it. The 18th, we're doing a introduction to divorce in real estate. This isn't if you're wanting to get a divorce, how to do it. This is for your clients, okay? It's a 3-hour CE class. It's a great class. Ricky's teaching it. ROC Title is going to have lunch provided for everybody. It's going to be right here on the 18th, guys. 3 hours of general. You need to make sure you log in wherever it's at, somewhere on there. What's it called?
It's on Facebook. Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. Because we got to know the certificates for everybody. So make sure you get in with that. We want to make sure that's going there.
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. Tomorrow, if you have not done help me out, the onboarding, it's going to be tomorrow right here at 1 o'clock in our office. So if you're a brand new agent, you haven't done it, you need to get a little more, girls are going to do something on Skyslope in person though, right?
Maria, on Thursday, her Tech Thursday is going to be Sky Slope.
Maria
Sky.
in the
Summerlin.
in Summerlin office,
Yep.
okay? So, but tomorrow I'll be here at 1 o'clock. We're going to talk about these. We'll have a couple vendors in as well, so that'll be a good thing right there. Make sure you're coming to that. And then Juneteenth we will be off. That is the 19th, the following day. And then the following week, which is going to be it's not next week, is it?
That's,
No,
that's
it's-
next Tuesday.
It's next Tuesday. We're doing dads and donuts. We did moms and muffins. And so now we're going to talk about dads and donuts. It's going to be a great class. We're talking to a bunch of agents who have kids and how they keep the machine rolling with young kids. I'm glad I did have young kids when I was doing construction at the time, so I'm glad I don't have that. All right. Here's our prizes. Please run the wheel. The first prize is a $50 Amazon gift card, and the second prize is a Realty One Group shirt. I think we have a pink one like I'm modeling right here.
Yeah.
I'll play Vanna.
Michelle Kim wins first prize.
Michelle Kim, congratulations. Come get that. Good job. And then our next one is, for the t-shirt, is
Allison.
Allison. Congratulations. Good job. All right, everybody. I think that is all I have. Do I have anything else? The office is it. Don't know. All right, guys. That's it. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for coming.